Hello and welcome to the Schola Progenium. Today you join us for another exciting bolt action battle report as we unveil our new partisan army for the channel, and facing off against them today we have the Italians as the oppressor. So first up today we have the partisan list. Now I've been painting these guys since Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to getting them on the channel today. It's just a baseline list and we'll obviously be adjusting from what we learn in today's battle. So I'll take you through in a bit more detail. Starting off, we have an inexperienced second lieutenant. He's armed with an SMG. We then have two squads of 10 veteran guerrilla fighters. They have 9 SMGs and 1 rifle in each squad, so 10 dudes in total. Moving on, we have a 7-man regular late war resistance fighter, just regular fighter squad. They've got 4 SMGs, 3 rifles and a Faust. We then have 8 early war infantry there, regular as well. These guys all have pistols and anti-tank weapons, anti-tank grenades. Moving on to the final infantry slot, we have 10 regular cavalry armed with cavalry carbines, and that allows them to have tough fight, although they've only got a 6-inch range on their shooting. Then we have the support teams. We have an inexperienced medium mortar team. We have a regular light anti-tank gun. Now this is a 2-man squad, interestingly. That's how you've got to take it on the Partisans for some weird reason. Shout out to one of our commenters. I can't remember who it was, but someone gave me that tip. I thought it was a 3-man squad, I never noticed. Then we have more support teams. We've got a regular sniper team here. We have a inexperienced flamethrower team. Now I've just modelled these guys basically with a satchel full of hand grenades and a fistful of nades basically. So they're going to represent my inexperienced flamethrower team. Then I have a regular bazooka team in an inexperienced utility car. And finally I have 2 regular trucks, and they both have a dude riding shotgun with an LMG in the cab. So they've basically both got machine guns, medium machine guns on them. So all in all, it's 14 dice in total, 1,000 points. It's no tanks, but it's got a lot of everything else. So let's see how it handles the Italians today. Next up, we have the Italian forces, 12 dice and 1,000 points on the nose. Let's have a look in a bit more detail.
So leading the army, you have an inexperienced officer on his own just with an SMG. I then have an 8-man regular rifle squad. I then have 2 squads of Bersaglieri, 1 8-man squad with an LMG. Then I have 1 7-man Bersaglieri squad with rifles. They'll be in the transport, the Auto Predator with an LMG on the back there.
So that's an open-topped Armour 7 wheeled vehicle with an LMG.
And then I have a second one of them, taking another veteran squad, this time the late war Paraducci squad. So I have 4 SMGs, 1 Panzerfaust, and then the officer also with an SMG.
Nice. No LMGs?
No LMGs. I have a sniper, just regular. Yeah. Then in the armour car slot I have the Autogun, the AB41, the M1442, just machine gun bolt tank.
20 dice, yeah. Right, 4 machine guns.
A medium howitzer and an inexperienced medium mortar.
And you've gone case blue, right?
Yeah, I've gone case blue, so I'm having the rerolls on the autocannon, and then the Bersaglieri have advance with the rifles.
Advance and fire with rifles. Yeah. Okay, right, so we'll see how these guys do in the battle. Here we have the field of battle after deployment. Now the mission today is very simple. It's key positions, 3 objectives. However, instead of going first wave, we're doing a little twist. We're going to play lengthways. and have deployment. Everyone's just deployed on the board, right? No reserves. And we've just left the central 24 inches as no man's land. The sort of theme of the battle, one might say, is that the Italians army are moving along this road, repositioning some forces, and the partisans have set up an ambush on the crossroads by the abbey as they have to cross over this bridge. It's a perfect choke point to disrupt their logistics and manoeuvres, their repositioning of reinforcements behind the lines to help the Allies in Italy at some point in the war. So we'll take you through the terrain in a little more detail. If you see a clump of trees that is 3 or more, that is dense terrain and rough ground. So you can't see from one side to the other, but you can see in and out of it if you're in it. And it's soft cover if that's the case. We've got the bridge here. Now if you're shooting across one of the walls on the bridge, you will get hard cover when you're on the bridge, and these sandbags are counting as hard cover, as well as are these rocks, rocky outcrops here. The old abbey with its bell tower is a ruin. However, the little monk, the last remaining dude who rings the bells and just keeps the garden and sort of the road as clear as he can. The last dude here
has fled.
Yeah, he's fled, but his house is a little hut. It's not a ruin. And then, as we can see, basically we've just got some hedges and a river. Now, the river cannot be crossed at any point apart from between these 2 rocks here, and only infantry can advance through it, and tracked vehicles, wheeled vehicles, cannot go across the ford. They have to go across the bridge. We've got 3 objectives, all in all: 1 on the bridge, 1 on the old hut, and 1 on the crossroads here. And it's just simple, end of 6 turns, whoever's holding 2 objectives or more wins the game. If we're holding an equal amount or contesting...
Kill points.
Yeah, well, no kill points.
No kill points?
No kill points, it's just down to the objectives. And so I'll take you through the partisan deployment in a bit more detail, and then JP can explain what he's done. So I've got a squad of regulars with a Faust just hidden in the tree line by the edge of the road, ready in ambush. I've got a unassuming truck, maybe a bread truck or something like that, coming along the road, but that is of course packed to the rafters, shh, don't tell anyone, with dudes with SMGs, guerrilla fighters. I've got my light anti-tank gun just looking along the road towards the bridge, and then I have my pistoliers with pistols and anti-tank weapons just hidden in the ruin, just around the ruin edges there. Finally, I have my sniper just in this bit of soft cover here, overlooking the crossing and so on and so forth, just looking to be disruptive as they draw closer to these objectives. And I've got my cavalry in a little horseshoe and another truck full of partisans ready to cover this side of the board. Last couple of bits, we have my bazooka in an inexperienced car here. The officers in there as well. And then we also have my inexperienced mortar just prime position overlooking the whole board here. Great view there for the medium mortar. And then what have you got on this side, JP?
So I've got my 8-man squad up a Siglieri with an LMG, just behind some soft cover. Backed up by them is the M1442. I've got the inexperienced mortar on the hill, getting some, well, yeah, the best line of sight it could really. The howitzer's doing the same thing, just a little bit further up on the hill. And then over here, I've got the auto blinder and the 2 auto predators lined up to advance over the bridge, backed up with a regular infantry squad, and I've deployed the sniper in the rocks in the river.
Okay, so with all that being said, let's get some dice in the bag and start activating straight away. Turn 1. First dice of the game is the Italian sniper. He's going to try and whistle a shot, look down the road and into the 2-man artillery crew. Needing a 3 to hit. Yep, he gets it. No kills though, just a next dice is also Italian. The inexperienced mod is going to try and lob a shot right onto the bell tower crew. Okay, so it's going to be a 6 to hit. Nope. With the shot crashing down lower in the bell tower. The partisan crew are going to return fire to the Italian fire base, but I'm going to target the howitzer. 6. Come on. No. Partisan gun team fail an ambush order and go down. However, the Italians get the next dice and they go into ambush successfully with their howitzer. Partisan infantry run up the side of the road to reposition. Now the Italian infantry advance up to the edge of the river. They're going to spray across into the partisans. It's going to be 5. It's a good roll.
Solid roll, 4.
And then 4 to kill.
Yeah,
just 1. Linda advances up to the edge of the road. You can see my truck that I previously advanced up behind obscuring terrain. It's going to be just moved and within half range, so 4 to hit. Linda gets re-rolls on the damage dice here, but first of all he's got a hit on 2 4s. He has 1, and then he needs a 4 to glance, but as a soft-skinned glance is all he needs. No. It's just D2. He gets a reroll. Yes, he gets it. It's not quite a double pen, I don't think, a 6. Is it 8 in total on 6? No.
No, so just 1.
Yeah. He's immobilised the truck. Interesting. The Italians are dashing for the bridge. The first armoured car has run over the bridge and the second one has advanced up behind it and is going to strafe and try and get another pin on these partisans. 5 moves off cover. Another couple of hits and then 4s to kill. The partisan sniper is going to try and fire across at this open top truck and get a pin on the squad inside. We get the hit, that's all we need. That's pinned as well, so hopefully he might block the bridge with a bit of luck. Bazooka car advances out and next to the howitzer there along the road, getting ready to try and pop a shot over here. JP's howitzer crew hold fire. They've got bigger fish to fry. Bazooka team dash out of the car. They're going to chance it, try and block that road, take a long shot at the car. Is going to be a Come on, lads. It's a 6 to hit. Resounding rocket into the front of that car, and then it's armor 7. So pen 5, I believe, for a bazooka. And we've got a 2, so glance. Mobilise would be nice right now. It's a 3, so stunned and 2 pins. So it's 3 pins for everyone in there now. It's the partisan's second to last dice. We're coming to the end of turn 1 here. The truck full of guerrilla fighters is going to scream down the road with an advance past that bazooka team, heading towards the choke point of the bridge. However, he's had his howitzer on ambush all turn waiting for this moment. It's going to be a 4 to hit because he's just over half range. There's no way I'm getting cover anywhere along that road from there, so let's see what he gets.
Come on, plucky Italians. Oh, he gets the hit.
Right, so pen 3, needing 3 to glance. Oh.
Missed the table completely. Gets the pen.
Gets the pen.
1.
And 1. So that's going to be just stunned, right?
Yeah. D3 pins.
D3 pins.
So it's
3. That's good work.
5 total.
9.
1 for extra for stunned.
Yeah. 4. Last partisan dice, and I'm going for a rally on the guerrilla squad inside. Pass it on a 9, and it's 4 pins cleared. Nice. Last partisan dice, not to forget about the inexperienced flamethrower. He just ran up through the ruin, well, around the side of the ruin, up into here. Tank commander orders his crew to advance up onto the rocky outcrop. He's going to shoot across at this truck, although that pesky tree is giving him soft cover there. It's all 20 machine gun shots. He's only soft skinned. Let's see if he can get some pins or even knock me out. 20 dice on 6s. Oh, some of the wrong one.
There's 2.
Okay, and then it's going to be 6s again. this time to glance. No, fortunately not, but it is a pin back on those guerrilla fighters. So with that, we are at the end of turn 1. The Italian forces advancing up to the river and putting some effective fire over onto the partisan guerrilla fighters, pinning up one truck heavily and also pinning up and immobilising the veterans and truck over on the left flank. However, the Partisans do have a massive horde of forces moved up to the centre of the board here. We've got those cav, we've got the pistoliers, we've got guerrilla fighters. We're ready to go against a lighter Italian force, although it is backed up by a tank. That's mainly support units there. Some good firepower, but not much of it. The Italian infantry are amassed coming down the road. And again, I've got lighter resistance forces over here. That light anti-tank gun going down was a critical, much bigger issue than you might think at first, because I don't have that much anti-tank. But now I'm looking at bazooka, light anti-tank gun and Panzerfaust, all ready to try and wreck the vehicles as they come up to and across the river. So it's going to, I imagine, be a somewhat cagey but somewhat bloody turn 2. Things are going to start getting quite spicy now, I imagine. First dice of turn 2 goes to the Italians. He's going to fire the howitzer straight across that river into this truck. It's not in a good spot here. It's going to be a 4. Okay, then let's see.
Come on.
I want him to miss.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so against the truck.
It's a pen.
Oh, he knocks it out.
Okay. Hits on the guys inside. 1. That's good.
Okay, the hit.
Doesn't kill him.
The pins.
Again, just 1 pin. That's not too bad at all. 1 pin on the guerrilla fighters as they hop out of that burning wreck. However, they will be forced down, of course. That is a dice, 2 dice out of the bag, essentially. With the partisan veterans scrabbling out of the smoking truck, they scream at the bazooka-wielding team to fire a shot at the incoming Italian forces. 4 from the bazooka team now. Yes! We get it. Okay, and then a 3, right? Or a 2 to glance. It's a double pen on a 6. We did that. Let's return the favour here. It's 1 and a 2. So stunned and immobilised. Well, immobilised is good. I'm happy with the immobilised. They're not knocked out of there, but that's going to be another 3 pins in total. Yeah, 3 pins. 1 for the hit, 1 for each result. Okay. My officer's going to shout at that gun team to reposition and slot a shot at the tank as it comes towards them through the soft cover. On a 9. We've done it. And then a 5 to hit. Come on now. No. The team are going for another shot down from that bell tower on to the Italian howitzer. Getting a 5 this time. It's a 1. Tank advances across the bridge. He's going to try and clear a path for the Partisan. Yeah, across the ford in the river. He's shooting 10 shots into the guerrilla fighters and refusing to go down. And then he's also putting 10 shots into the cav and refusing to wreck it. So he's getting to do what he wants. It's going to be 4s on these guys and 5 on the cav. 5s on the cav.
1, 2, 3. And
4s to kill. Get 1.
And 10 on the infantry.
Needing 4s.
Hard roll.
Needing 5s. Just 1 from each squad. I'm happy with that from a Dakar. Fighters advance up to the edge of the river. They're going to spray across point blank with a lot of them into the Partisan. Now, again, JP with the Italians is going to stay up, grin and bear it. Some 5s with the first lot because of the point blank, but also the pins. It's only 3, 4 hits there. 5s to kill with them. Nothing. And then the rest on 6s. And we do get 2 chances. I'd like to kill something with one of these dice. I roll it here. Nothing in all, but it is a pin. That's not ideal. It's becoming a blistering firefight here. The Partisan need to pass an order check to fire back at the guerrilla fighters. It's a 10 with that pin. That's pretty flat. Yeah. Roar, the Pistoliers sprint towards the river crossing. Sniper on the river edge is going to whistle a shot through this light woodland into the bazooka team. Needing a 3. Needing 3 to hit. It's a hit. Needing a 4 to kill. No. Italian mortar team going for another shot. Counter battery fire into the team in the bell tower. I'm needing a 5.
That's it.
Okay, so you'll hit all 3, and then it'll be 2s to kill. Yeah, that's the squad dead. The armoured transport blocked off on the bridge. He's spraying across at the cavalry. Now I've recce'd over to here, getting nice and close to the Partisan there, and also staying mainly in hard cover behind the building and the truck. So it's going to be 6s. 4 shots on 6s. Nothing. Auto Blinder uses his dual directional steering. This is actually quite cool. You just reversed around with a couple of pivots the side of this rough ground dense forest here. He's going to shoot across MG rear mounted MMG, whole mounted MMG at the cav. Now that is actually 6s followed by 6s because it's just over half range. The autocannon going into the Pistoliers though, that's just going to be moved and soft cover. Shots on 6s followed by 6s. Machine gun. There's a chance. Yes, he gets a hit pin on the cab. That's good. And no kills though.
2 pins on them. And then 2 shots with the autocannon.
No, 3 bars. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Blimey heck. For a second I thought you had to pass through. Yeah.
So that's 2 templates on them.
Yeah. You'll just hit 3 with 2 templates for sure. And then my also cannons. That's 2 kills.
And
do 2 pins.
Do 2 pins.
Partisan squad hop out of their transport down from the wall of the bridge. They're going to shoot across at the veteran squad, was it?
Yeah.
Try and get an extra pin on 6s because his case blue rules means he doesn't care about moving and shooting rifles. Nothing. Nice. Of turn 2. He's rallied the car for 3 pins now. The Italians are going to try and rally the paratroopers inside. A 10 to rally.
Double 1 points, come on.
He passes. He's got 6 pins. How many will he clear? D6 plus 1. 2 pins. He's still on 4. Sweet. You join us at the end of turn 2. Now the Italian infantry here have pushed up, sprayed across, but had no effect. Now they're in a tricky position. They can clamber across wrecks, but this guy's just immobilized blocking the bridge. So he's going to have to sort of advance along the river to get to the crossing point and over it. Or he can just sit there and shoot across at my forces, which to be fair, hasn't done him much wrong yet. Partisans have taken some casualties on this side, but nothing too serious. And the officer is there ready to support these guerrillas on 3 pins and the bazooka on 1 pin. Coming over to this side of the board, the Italian fire support is now a little more threatened because with my last dice, I advanced my sniper up onto this elevated hill so I can just shoot across at them. And then, yes, as we saw, basically the Partisans bringing all their forces towards this river here, danger close to the Italian tank, although outnumbering the infantry. And then I did also, with a later turn dice, run my inexperienced flamethrower up towards that tank there. He runs out of fuel on a 1 or a 2, and he's inexperienced, so I don't really want to use him. He's an emergency backup plan, but right now I need to use my emergency backup plan, so the flamethrower's there to take on that tank. And then finally, yeah, that's basically it. As we saw, mortar knocked out, the bell tower smoking there from counter battery fire, and yeah, the Partisans still in a good defensive position. They're holding 2 of the objectives, the Italians are holding 1. Let's see what happens turn 3. Dice is turn 3 of Italian. He's backed up across the river away from the flamethrower team. He's going to shoot 10 shots into the veterans, 10 shots into the Pistolier regulars. Now I'm going to go down here. It's going to be moved soft cover 5s into the Pistoliers, and it's going to be 4s into the veteran squad. So it's going to be
4s first.
Yeah.
Oh, not a great roll at all.
I didn't explain it right. I just said down.
5s. Gets 1.
1 killed. 1 specialist, I'll take it.
And then
Notice 3
5s.
pins. Oh, it's a great burst on the Pistoliers.
Yeah, great burst on the Pistoliers.
4s. Oh, just 2, I'll take it. It is the sergeant though. Next dice is also Italian. He's advanced backwards, and with the case blue rules, he's going to be shooting without any penalty into the veterans here. I think I'm just going to have to go down now. I have no choice. On 5s. 2 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Oh, that's 6 dice, sorry.
Oh, 4 and 6s.
Get another
1.
So 3 hits total.
No kills.
No kills there, just another.
Sniper's taking a shot over at the mortar team there with the first partisan dice. A hit. Yes, he's got the hit, and 3 to knock them out. Oh, dropped it. I'm excited. It's a 4. He's got the kill. Team dashes around the truck and over towards the ruined abbey. Now I've got another dice with the partisans. I'm going to shoot across at the tank there. Now he's not in soft cover, but he is over half range. Come on, yes, it's a 6. Right, so pen 3 at this range and 7 in the side, so 4 to glance. Nope, but it is a pin. Howitzer rotates and targets down here. Now Recce with the cavalry just a little bit 9 inches across the river, but getting ever closer here, and he's fired with a lot of his units now and not being covered from the others. However, I've had to go down with this Pistolier squad now, so he's really heavily suppressed my infantry on this side, but I need to hit. No, that would have hit. Sniper team's going to shoot across the road, try and hit the bazooka team in the back. Oh no, 4 to kill.
1.
Yes! Oh, no. So Blinder's shooting across the river. Autocannon into the immobilised truck and machine gun into the flamethrower team. 6s with the on the flamethrower team. No. And then 2 shots on 3s. He's got a hit.
1.
So penning on a 4. Yeah. No.
So we roll it, case blue.
Of course. I always forget about that. Ah, he glances. So he just rolls on the full table because it's soft skinned. He has knocked it out. That's 1 less machine gun firing. Italian regulars advance up against the bridge to get a line of fire past the sniper and into my regulars. Here.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, 1.
Oh, 1, yeah. Partisan flamethrower team advance up into this woodland. He tried to get a shot on the tank, but he's just a hair over 6 inches away. The Sigliari advance along the riverbank. They're shooting across at the flamethrower team here. They are within half range with a lot of them, but small targets off.
First.
Nope. 5s.
5s.
Okay, lucky. On
2.
2.
In 3s in experience.
Yeah. Nice, killed them.
6.
Nice. Partisan regulars attempt to rally but fail it and go down. However, the guerrilla fighters huddled around the burning truck. They pass it and clear all of their pins. Now, JP's going for a rally with his Italian paratroopers in the immobilised car. We're all getting ready on this flank.
Okay. Rally.
Yes,
Come on.
You've closed them all. End of turn 3, and the Italians have repositioned a lot of their units over towards the river crossing. They need to push through these partisans and get onto that second objective with this car immobilised on the bridge. Now, the partisans have gone down, and for the main part, they have survived with most of their units. However, their superiority in numbers is now sort of lost because JP's managed to reposition in the time that I've gone down, and I still am carrying a fair few pins on these squads here. So we're kind of on the back foot on this flank now. However, on this flank, we've all cleared our pins and we're ready to go. So apart from, of course, the regulars down here, the 4-man squad. They've taken a bit of a hammering from the Italian regulars over the course of the game. So that's really it. As long as I can keep defending this river crossing and defend this objective, then JP just cannot get the win there, and I can sit on it. So that's the price of turn 4. JP went on ambush with his Basigliere, setting up a 1-2 punch. He's then just tried an order check with his tank. It was only on 1 pin, didn't even think to film it, but he failed it and went down and reversed up on top of the hill there. Italians have another dice. They're going for a sniper shot, this time over at the 2-man light anti-tank gun. 3. Thankfully not. First dice for the Partisans, and I'm going to activate the anti-tank gun. I reckon he's going to try and sling a load of pins on him and put him down, because the only thing I can really use to stop his armoured push on this 4 on the tank here. Yes, right, okay.
So you need a 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a 4 to glance because on the
4
side.
to glance on the side because I'm over half range. No, he's on 2 pins now. Basigliere advance up along the riverbank again. This time shooting across into the cavalry as they cross the river. Now, it's interesting. This skirmishing Italian style is really cool with him being able to advance and shoot without penalty. He's going to be hitting them on 4s. No, it's a good burst.
4s again.
Yeah. 1 kill.
Can I get the sergeant?
Yes. Howitzer goes for a shot down onto the cavalry. Now I've recce'd forward. I'm already on 3 pins. It's going to be a 4 to hit them because he's going to be shooting them in soft cover essentially because of the angle. And the Basigliere are going to release their ambush, hitting on 3s. Soft cover but point blank. On a 4 on the cav.
Come on.
Or do you think it's a... No, it's a 3.
No, 3s.
7 on 3s. Oh, they've all hit.
Burst. And then 4s.
1 more. That's spicy though. 8 hits, is it?
2, 4, 6, 8 hits. 3 4s.
Thankfully only 2. He's had all his luck. Auto Blinder's shooting across the board with his autocannon and machine gun into these guerrilla fighters. However, it is hard cover over half range. 2 shots with the autocannon, needing 5s. Nope. Double 1. 1 hit. 2 hits. No kills.
No kills, but pin.
Guerrilla fighters pass their run order and sprint around the path around the side of the old Abbey ruin. However, he did have this armoured transport on ambush with an MG. He's going to shoot them as they dash across the open there, so it'll be over half range only.
4s.
4s.
That's a great burst.
That's a great burst. 5s to kill. No kills, but they are back on that pin again. But I'm happy with going the long way round because I've only got to get to this objective, and you've got paratroopers in there. The sniper team are going to shoot across at the howitzer. They get the hit, and then ignoring gun shields, it's just a 3, so they don't get the kill. Italian paratroopers are the first across the water. They've finally managed to clear all their pins and hop out of their transport. They're sprinting up to the cover of this fence and hedge. With that, it is the end of turn 4. Italians finally made it across the river now. They've got some veterans getting close to that objective. However, I do have an officer. I've spent a couple of turns just off camera, getting the officer in the vehicle and running the vehicle over here. I was relieved he didn't shoot me with the Panzerfaust, but I probably would have been safe, so I think that's the right call there. And of course, I've got my veterans running and repositioning towards this central objective as well. So it's all going to play out over this central objective as it has all game. I've obviously retreated back with one of my pistolier squads. I've only got 4 guys left. So I've dashed them behind that shepherd's hut there for the hard cover. So I'm just making sure I've got a couple of small squads holding onto that objective, so it's really hard for him to clear me off it if he gets any infantry onto it. So I'm playing for the contest, if not trying to fight him back from it. And, you know, with him having to cross the river, it's actually going to be quite hard to get a serious amount of forces across the river ford and onto that objective. So I may, with a bit of luck, just hold 2 objectives at the end. Italian Paraducci squad advance over that fence there, closing up on the objective and around the partisan forces in a flanking attack. They're going to spray into these veterans. I really have to go down, you know, I really have to stay up, you know, this time. So I'm staying up with this against the small arms fire, and then he's going to point blank shoot this car in the back with the Panzerfaust needing a 3. Feels like a firing squad lined up here, but I'm determined to stay up and do some shots on 3s. So Faust first.
Faust first on a 3.
No! Yes! Whizzles past the car. Sweet.
Okay. Then 2 shots on 2s. Both hit. And then 2
10 shots on 2s.
Yeah, 9 shots.
9 shots. On 3s, yeah, 1 was a rifle.
9 shots on 3s.
He's hitting so accurately this turn.
Apart from the Panzerfaust.
Yeah, all your rifle shots have just been on.
Oh, it's a great burst. 2, 3,
4, 5, 6. Dead.
And 3 potentials to kill your sergeant. Doesn't get him.
So 6 dead. I'm taking another check on 5 pins. Needing a 5 here. Officer's not quite out of there next to them yet. I pass it on a 3. He's going for a fire order on 2 pins. He's got an officer next to him, so it's going to be an 8. Splitting his fire, shooting into the cav, and who else was it?
The squad that's on.
The squad that's clinging on. Yeah, on an 8 here.
No, he passes it.
Curses. So it's going to be 1 pin. Soft cover
So it'll be
on the cav.
5s on the cav.
And then 1 pin soft cover on the other guys too. Oh, and small target. 6s on the vets. Damn your accurate fire putting them down to small target, AJP.
6s on the small target team. Oh, he still gets 2.
Oh, it could be enough.
Come on.
5s. He gets 1. We'll have to take another
6
check.
pins now.
Clinging on. Come on, lads. Yes! He stays in. We never see him. On the cab now. I'm not wrecking.
He's 2, 3.
That's enough. 1 kill.
1.
Officer's long dead.
No.
No order check, but I'm on 5 pins. With a determined curse, the loader of my light anti-tank gun team is going to slam a round into the breach, try and shoot another shot into this darn tank. Come on. He's accurate. He's accurate. It's just the gun. Come on. Needing a 4. It's a 1 again. He's back on 2 pins. Auto blinders activating again. He's just turned around, firing in reverse, but shooting 2 shots into the back of my car with his auto cannon. And he's also shooting his machine gun over half range soft cover into the vets. On 4s with the auto cannon into the car. He gets 1. Nothing. Case blue. Oh,
6.
It's a pen. He knocks the car out. D6 hits on the inexperienced officer inside. That's not great. Oh, it's only 1. Come on, there's a chance. Please live, dude. It's a 6. He's dead. That's a double kill with that autocannon reroll. Grim, grim, grim tidings, everybody.
5 shots on 5s into your head.
Come on, man. He's got 2 hits.
Got a kill on the pin.
Basiglieri squad cross the Rubicon, so to speak. They advance up to point blank of the final veteran. And it's a second firing squad. Can he survive it? 4 thanks to small target. Oh. Needs a 5 now. Come on, man. No, he's well dead. Just going for a shot at the pistoliers just behind the door. A 5 to hit.
Yeah, past the pin, need a 5.
No. Italian regulars shoot across at my regulars. I decided to stay up this time. Wanted a turn 5 rally. I lost 2 and failed my order check on an 11. Partisans are praying for a dice at this stage as the armoured carrier shoots across at them in soft cover over 5s on 4 shots. Gets 2 hits. Kills 1. Finally got a dice for the Partisans. Now, I've been waiting a long time for this. I need to pass an order check on a 7 now to charge into these paratroopers. Come on, lads. It's a 9. Go down. Despite the veterans failing their charge, I'm going to try it again with the pistoliers here. Just direct into these Basiglieri as they come across the riverbank. We passed it. Now JP does have this Basiglieri squad waiting on ambush here. It's an LMG within half range but shooting at soft cover. Everyone else is over half range. So fours. One
hit.
6 shots and 5s. 2 more. 3 hits. Needing 4s here. Come on. Please get a look for me. Only 1 dead. I'll take it. Right, then I'm striking first. We need our luck to all come in on this attack. I'm striking first. I've got 3 tough fighters. We get 2 kills. Okay, I'm going to grab us some new dice. Can you pass me a fresh dice, please, JP? Okay, 2 more attacks. It's a double 1.
Okay, so I lose 2, so I'm down to 5 dice. Needing 4s.
4s. Needing to kill 2. 3 to finish me.
Gets 2.
He gets 2. We go on to another round of combat. I've got 1 guy, tough fighter. You have 5 guys, tough fight. 5 guys, no tough fighter. Nope. Yes, you get me. So we thin you down to 5 men. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but it is what it is. Last dice, and I fail an order check with the cav, and then sweeping across the battlefield. JP shoots his sniper into the veterans, putting a 4th pin on them, but failing to kill anybody. So with that, it's been a bloody couple of turns for the Partisans. We just cannot get a dice before sort of the last bit of the get each turn. Even when I've got an advantage, he's still just pulling those dice. It's a pretty brutal experience, but it's very fun and sort of seeing the Partisans attack these guys across as they try and cross the bridge. This sort of river assault, so to speak. Very cool and cinematic, and the Italians genuinely have sort of struggled up to this point to get anything across the bridge. But Case Blue's really helped. It's such a powerful rule set, and now unfortunately, despite my best efforts with him getting the kill with the reroll on the autocannon against the car and the officer inside, and with me attempting a charge into here to try and drive him off, and attempt to charge my veterans up whilst he's nice and close, 12 inches away, to take that objective back. Sadly, you know, all my best laid plans just didn't come to fruition. So it is what it is. I've had to eat a lot of pins because of JP's initiative advantage, and it's just meaning the Partisans, despite starting off.
I got some big hits when I needed them this game. Yeah,
it is what it is. What can you do? It's a learning experience for the Partisans. I'm sure when I edit this up, I'm gonna
look back and see a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of lessons sort of lying there and stuff. Italian paratroopers not to be outdone. The best defense is an offense. They're gonna charge with the first dice of turn 6, counter assault into the veterans because they'll be striking first. Although it is 7 versus 9 tough fighters. It's going to be a brutal and messy hand-to-hand fight in the shadows of the ruined abbey. Paratroopers going first, 6 tough fighter dice, and then the Reaper dice is the gold dice.
Is the
rifle, that's not tough fighter. Need 5s here.
He's got 1.
He's got 1 tough fighter kill.
I knew this was a bad decision.
Yeah, we of course knew that it was a risky one. If he pulled it off, it would guarantee him the win. But if he loses it, I might get a draw out of the situation, who knows. But it's the coolest option, and we're only playing a chill sort of friendly game. So, cool before, the rule of cool. I've got 8 tough fighter SMG veterans fighting back now. So, needing 5s in return. Oh, we've done the job. 3 dead. And they're driven off. You're not stubborn, or you're not a fanatic, are you?
No, they're just
No,
stubborn.
they're stubborn, so it doesn't count. Now, with a 1 inch consolidate and 4 pins, it's going to be hard for me to run onto this objective, but not impossible. JP's #1 job now is to pin me up and suppress these veterans as much as possible. Although I do have a sneaky sniper who advanced down at the end of last turn, close to that objective. So he's got some work to do, but there's no doubt he can get the win here. Although, of course, as we can see, I do have a draw in my hands. Can JP knock it out of them? Auto Blinder's going to start the barrage of fire, shooting across into these veterans. The auto cannon
Gets
one hit.
Fire with the machine gun.
Gets a couple more.
So the auto cannon will probably hit.
I imagine you could hit 3, man, to be honest.
So 3 of the auto
Needing
cannon.
4s. Gets a couple. And 2 more chances on 5s.
Also 2 and pins.
D2. Next dice is Italian. He's going for an order check on the tank again, needing a 7.
Officer 8.
Officer 8, he moved him up, needing a fire order. 7, he just makes it. From his elevated position, the tank's going to shoot over the head of these Partigliari. Because he's got a pin, it's going to be 5s into those cav, and then spraying across. Now, this burning wreck is definitely covering these guerrilla fighters at this point. So it's going to be 6s followed by 6s with another 10 dice, but if he gets a 6th pin, it's, you know, basically GG. 10 shots, 6s followed by 6s on these guerrilla fighters. He's got 3 chances. It's a good chance there.
I'll swap the dice.
3 6s on 10 dice.
Come on.
He's got the pin too, hits. Oh my gosh.
Needing 5s.
No kills, but
6 pin.
6 pins. And then 10 shots into the cab on 5s. Let's hope that's only look.
Oh, it's another good burst. 4.
It's not much the Partisans can do to stop these
Needing
Italians.
4s, come on.
He's got a couple of kills there, so I have to do an order check.
And 5 pins.
There's a couple of dice for me.
The sergeant's gone.
They're gone for sure. Cav right off. Sniper's going for a plink over at the howitzer. It's going to be a 3 to hit. He gets it. 4. No. Next dice is Partisans. We've got 6 pins on us. I don't want to add any more to that total. I'm going for a run order. Try and get onto this objective. 6 pins. It's going to be a 4 needed. Come on, lads. Oh, it's a 1 and a cock dice. Oh my gosh, there's a chance.
50-50.
Yes, double 1. He clears all his pins and dashes onto that objective. Amazing. And with that, amongst the burning wrecks of the 2 vehicles, we have retaken the central objective. Now JP's going to have to come get us off it. Going for an indirect shot over the tops of the bridge and into this cluster of guerrilla fighters. 6 here.
Come on.
Oh, yes, I believed, man. I'm going for an order check with the old light anti-tank gun before he gets any more pins on me. Come on, 7, lads. Yes, he passes it. Old reliable, this chap. See if we can get a hit now to back that up. Into the tank, for what it's worth. No, not this time. But he's done well all game, suppressing that tank.
He's done well.
Yeah, I can't have it all. Smashed through the majority of turn 6 off camera. Most of the Italians are actually out of position here. And he's got this objective secured with these regulars here just within 3 inches of it. You could hop them into the transport if you wanted even. But yeah, that bridge is secure by the Italians. So I guess their initial objective has been dealt with. However, they have got just 1 activation left, and it's these Partigliari shooting into the veterans. And I've just had my last dice, and I've just dashed my sniper team onto within 3 inches of this objective. So you can't actually knock me off it. This is all for honour. Try and kill these final damn veterans who've evaded him all game and cleared all their pins even. So
5 shots.
5 shots with rifles. Hard cover. 1 hit. Oh, within point blank?
Point
2
blank,
hits,
yeah.
yeah, just that's
Gets
two kills. There's 4 left.
Does he get the...
Oh no.
Obviously no.
No, and I've got more than 4 left there. So they're not going to have to pass an order check, and that is the end of the game. So he has, of course, advanced to within 3 inches of that objective himself. So we've pulled off a cheeky draw, ladies and gentlemen. We've only gone and done it. The Italians have absolutely smashed the Partisans, though. A brutal, sort of continuous wave of fire. He got the upper hand turn 2-ish over here and managed to get just a few dice to pin me up. And that really was a big turning point for me. I then was sort of forced down eventually.
You couldn't keep taking the pin, so you had to go down, which was costing you dice.
And then I couldn't rally. Every time I went down, I couldn't rally. Every time I went down, I just took more pins, getting to ridiculous levels of pins. They'd actually managed to pass a lot of lucky order checks, so I cannot complain at all.
It was a great showing for the case blue rules for the Italians as well.
Absolutely fantastic. The case blue rules are
the
Italian rules, in my opinion. Now, it is just, that's the way it is. If you can use them, depending on the format. If you're just playing with friends, yeah, just make sure Italian's viable and actually like a really powerful force, which is great. Really nice to have them, because they're a beautiful army, right? So why wouldn't you? I mean, I really enjoyed the game just from a cinematic perspective. Just sort of fighting close range over this river, like you trying to get forward, getting pushed back again by the cavern, the encroaching infantry, pushing back in again.
It was the bazooka knocking out the car for his turn.
Yeah, that was so good. And talking about momentous dice, the bazooka stunning him and then immobilising him with a second quick rocket hit. You know, shame they don't give out medals in the Partisans, but he'll get an extra mug of soup when we get back to camp. So I think, as I said earlier, there's a lot to learn from this cheeky draw. I feel like it's a moral victory because I've got 3 dice left.
Something like that.
And you've got 11?
Yeah,
so I killed 1 and you killed 13 dice. So might go back to the drawing board, drop a couple of dice, maybe drop 1 dice, toughen up one of those squads to veteran, take 3 squads to veteran, who knows? But make sure you like and subscribe so you can find out next time we run these Partisans what I decide to do. And if you enjoyed the battle report and you enjoy what we do here with our weekly Sunday games, then consider joining the channel as a member. It's less than the price of half a pint a month, and it'd really help us out just getting more terrain, getting more stuff, just so we can do more cool content for you guys back home. So with all that being said, this has been the Schola Partisan. I hope you found this video interesting and entertaining. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.